Welcome back to this video. I have saved this file or shared this file in the chapters or session files. Please download them so that you don't have to type these data. So what I've done is you will see that I have names of students here, and we are going to start looking at some information. How do we add, etc. here. Now, first I want to generate a random number from 1 to 8 here. There are 8 names here. So I want to generate random numbers 1 to 8. There are again multiple ways of doing this. So I'm going to show you the different ways. One is you just type in 1, okay, and then 2, enter. You select both of these. How do you select? Selecting is done using the mouse. You can also do it with the keyboard. I'm going to be showing you with the mouse right now. If you see here, again there are different icons that you will see. One is this plus icon, and if I move here to the edges here, if you see here, it changes from a white to a black. So this is the move icon, and wherever I go towards the edges here, you will see that's a move icon. What does a move icon do? Let's assume I want to move this particular cell to anywhere else. This is the select icon. If I go a little more down, you see it is there. I can move it around there. That's how I move it. And if I want to move it back here, I will do this. So that is a move icon. The third icon is the drag icon. And that is at right at this corner here. If I go here slowly, you can see that this is a drag icon. This is different from the move icon. Move icon had arrows. This one is just plus, dark plus that is there. And you can click and drag it down. So this is how you drag it. Now, how do we select it once again? So from here, click and drag it down, and I let go of the mouse. From here, I click from the which is from the center. If you see, not from the edges, but from the center, I click and drag, and then I can drag it down. Now what am I doing? I'm teaching Excel that I want these two to be selected, and then I kind of drag it down from here from the corner. From the corner I drag it down all this way. So this is a way for you to generate random numbers, not random numbers, sorry, sequential numbers. Once again, I select these two numbers, which is teaching Excel that this is what I want, and then I drag it down. So this is one. Now let's look at the other way. I'm going to delete these numbers. How? Again, I'm just selecting from here, going all the way and delete. What is the other way is if I go here and again I come to my corners here or the edge here and then drag it down. If you see, it is going to populate 111, and now it gives me this autofill option. I click on this and I will say fill series. This is the other way of doing this. One more option is you click here, or let me, I'm sorry, let me show this once again. Okay, if it is this number, I just drag it down from the corner. I drag it all the way down, and you will get this autofill option. I click on this and say fill series. So what it is done by default, it is copied the cell, but we don't want copying, but we want to fill series. So we will say series and it is ready. The other way is, let me delete these. The third way of doing this is one. Okay, you select here, holding down the control key, I go to the corner and drag it down. So this is the third way. Let me repeat that once again. So I'm here, the starting number, I hold down, I press the control key, then I go here to the corner and drag it down. This is the other way of generating sequential numbers. Let's generate even numbers here. So just type in even numbers in G1, and I want numbers which is starting from 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So what will I do? I will press 2. If you see, I typed in 2, I press the enter key, I hit, I'm sorry. So I put in 4 or key in 4, I press the 4, press the enter key. Now I select both of these and drag it down, and it generates these numbers. Similarly, let's assume I want multiples of 5. mul- multiples of 5. So I will type in 5 and then 10. I select both of these. How do I select? From the center, I select both of these and drag it down. Now, instead of dragging, you can also double click. If I go here and double click, it is going to populate this data. The double click will work only when there is data populated on the left hand side. So till here, it is going to populate the data. So I select these two like these, and I go to the corner here and then double click, it populates the data. Similarly, for days, let's assume I want Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I'll just start MON and then drag it all the way. And if you see here, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, then it repeats. Saturday, Sunday, after that it repeats. Similarly, please try for months and let me know. I want you to try for months here and then let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Let's come back here. Now I want to generate. Again, maybe here I'm going to generate multiples of 3 for subject 1. I'm just going to say 3, 6. So now we are teaching Excel that these are the numbers that we want. 3 plus 6, 3, 6, 9, like that. And I drag it down, I've got these numbers. And maybe subject 2, we will say multiples of 6. And then here it is going to be 12. Okay. So I select these two and double click. Let's align that to the right. Okay, we have those numbers here. And the next thing that we want to do is we want the sum of these two, which is total is subject 1 plus subject 2. Let me show you by using the operators. In the following videos we will look at using the formulas, but here we are going to be using operators or arithmetic operators like plus, minus, etc. So here if we want the total of subject 1 and subject 2, what we will do is, please remember that formulas begin with an equal to. So I type in or key in equal to, I select. How can I select? One is by clicking. So I moment I click here, it is taking the reference of that. See, it is C and 2. It is taken the reference of that. Plus, I want D2. Hit enter. And if I drag it down, all of these formulas is going to be copied. It is going to do the task for us like that. Or double click and it is done. The other way is, so instead of selecting, so one is I use the mouse. Now, where is my first number? It is on the left. So I press the left arrow. I press the left arrow two times, so it goes to that number. Then I press the shift and plus there, so plus has come. Then I press the left arrow once again to select that number. Hit enter, and that's done. That's the second way. Let me look at the third way, which is I know that this is equal to. I'm going to type in now C2, and if you see, moment I do that, it is getting highlighted C2 plus C3. Sorry, it should be D3. This is equal to C2 plus D2, the sum of these two. Enter and done. So please try this and I will see you in the next video.